What a good start.
Hello and welcome to the Monsters, Myths, and Mayhem podcast. Silver here, and
Chaotic.
not Cheese Chaotic this week.
Not what?
Cheese Chaotic.
No, Cheese Chaotic is not present. Cheese Chaotic is only for stream.
So go visit Cheese Chaotic. Well, this week we are going back to the States for another cryptid.
Very excited.
We are going to Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky. Or some people call it Louisville.
Louisville.
But yeah, going to Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, Louisville.
For a monster that is not related to its name description at all.
Don't believe him.
We are doing the Pope Lick Monster.
I've been informed that he does not lick the Pope.
He does not.
It's a shame.
Mondi might, but he does not.
Mondi licks the Pope?
Mondi does.
Oh. Does the Pope know?
He does not.
Oh, no. Sir Pope, if you are listening to this, it's a joke. We apologize. Maybe. You never know. We could...
Sir Pope, if you are listening to this, please leave a comment. Let us know the Pope is listening.
Please, you are like the best Pope in a century. You've been fantastic.
I don't know anything.
You're not up to date on the Pope?
I am not up to date
Shame
on Pope
on you.
news.
This Pope is amazing. He's fantastic.
One might say he's popular.
I thought you were going to go with Pope-tastic, but, you know, we're... Anyways, tell us about the Pope Lick.
So the Pope Lick Monster is pretty much a goat man. He's part man, part goat. Sometimes he's part sheep.
Does he just choose sometimes to not be part goat and he just chooses the part sheep?
It depends who's telling the story.
Goat man, I'm dancing on your bridge.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes he has hooves for feet, like a satyr.
Is that the same goat man or is this a different goat man?
I think this is a different goat man.
Okay.
Since this
all right.
This goat man is just goes by Pope Lick Monster instead of goat man.
Okay. All right.
This monster is related to a bridge.
Oh.
It's related to a bridge that goes over top of Pope Lick Creek.
The other goat man is also tied to a bridge.
Is it a railroad bridge?
Yes.
A trestle bridge?
Hang on a second, because we're going to figure this out.
Did I just get the most uncommon name for the goat man?
Maybe? No. Goat man's bridge is in Texas. So there's just two different goat men.
On two different bridges.
Mm-hmm. Pope Lick Trestle Bridge. The home of the Pope Lick monster is said to be the Trestle Bridge on the Norfolk Southern Railway, which passes over the Pope Lick Creek in Kentucky. Supposedly, the monster has the body of a man and the lower torso of a goat or sheep. Number of people who have scaled the 8-foot fence to meet their end on or under the bridge while legend tripping. What the fuck is that? A pastime where amateur folklorists and monster hunters go in seek of their legends. Trains still rattle across the aging bridge, and foolish trespassers have been known to be struck by locomotives or fall off the bridge while climbing the trestles. Legend or no, the Pope Lick monster may have claimed more lives than most myths. Wow! Y'all gotta stop.
This bridge is the same width as the tracks, so there's no way to get off to the side.
I see that. There's like literally nowhere to dive except for down.
And it's over 100 feet tall in some areas. And I think it's like 700 some feet long. And people go up there and try and walk across.
Y'all can't do that. Stop. There's some really... I want to go there to take pictures, not to be on the bridge. I don't want to do that. But there's some really cool pictures from the water that I'm seeing. That'd be cool to take pictures of.
Yeah. Go down the Pope Creek and Pope Lick Creek. There is a saying, there is a theory about why the Pope Lick monster is called the Pope Lick monster, and that is because there is a lick is like a salt lick, and a mineral lick is like a mineral deposit, and it was near the lake in that or near the creek,
Hmm.
and the person who owned that mineral deposit, his last name was Pope, so just Pope Lick Creek, then which got transferred down to the monster because of location.
I'm reading more about this bridge. It's got me entranced.
It's not too far from us. We can go on a day trip
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
there. But like you said, I'm not climbing no fence.
No, I'm not climbing no fence. I'm not getting on that bridge. You could not pay me to have a chance of being struck by that train.
From the details I found a little bit about that, it still gets like 20 to 25 trains a day going through there.
Yeah, that's what it says. That's crazy. It's like a fully functional still trestle train bridge.
It is. And back to the monster real quick.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I'll pull you away from the train tracks.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The train tracks are derailing us.
All right, we're done. We gotta go. Show's over.
But the Poplick monster, how the origin of him is said to be, is he was a part of a circus troupe and
Mm,
wasn't, and there the circus was traveling through that area, and the circus did not treat him right.
mm-hmm.
They had him caged up and everything, and then the train that they were traveling on derailed on the bridge,
Oh.
and then whoever didn't die from the train crash, the Poplick monster was said to have finished him off. Then he just haunts that area around that area.
Oh, so so this is my question here, okay? So he died when the train crashed.
No, he's not a ghost. He survived it. That's just his hunting
So he was
ground.
just so was it like a freak show circus? Was he like this
Yes,
half man, half okay? And he's like an immortal entity that just decided to stay there in that area after
I,
killing the ones that survived on the train.
I don't know if he's immortal, but
Oh,
if
he's gotta be. I mean, that or he's getting old as shit.
very true. I didn't think about
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
The oldest incident regarding him about the
Mm-hmm.
Trestle Bridge happened in 1868.
Oh my god, yeah, no, man's decrepit. Or maybe he's just like maybe not immortal, but ages slower,
Yeah,
like as the cryptid-ish laws of
but
physics.
it's said that what he does is when you're in the area, he pretty much he uses hypnosis or voice mimicry
Mm,
to
I don't like
lure you
that.
out onto the bridge, whether it's the sound of a child or a baby or someone you know out on the bridge trying to bring you to walk down the tracks.
That would be terrifying. So if we go out there, you got to be my buddy. You got to make if I hear a child, you got to be like they're not here.
Yeah, they're not on the tracks. But this also brings to mind, if he can do voice mimicry and mimic voices you know,
Hmm.
does that mean he can get inside your head to hear those voices?
Right, like how is he performing these voices? Interesting.
He has a little bit of telepathy.
A little bit of a glance into your past,
Hmm.
see some flashes of your life.
Other legends of him say that when you're driving under the bridge or around the bridge, he'll leap
Hmm.
out at you with a blood covered axe and chase you around.
I don't like that. We're not going at night.
There's another origin was the Poplick monster used to be a farmer, and the farmer got lonely. So he performed satanic rituals and sacrificed a bunch of goats so that he would be immortal.
Oh,
And the satanic deal went through after he died, and he got resurrected as a half goat, half man. And the bridge is just around his old farmstead area.
oh, I don't like that either. Especially if it's like the part sheep story. That would be terrifying.
That's pretty much all there really is about it. It caused a lot of people to go out like you did, like you said earlier, the legend tripping, which is
Hmm.
going out looking for local legends.
Hmm.
Like if we would go look for Mothman or Leveling Frogman,
Right.
that'd be us legend tripping.
I don't like that term, but yeah, that's what it'll be.
But a lot of people did die looking for this monster, and the tracks are
Yeah.
extremely dangerous. A lot of people have passed away on them.
Yes. I was reading how there's a lot of young lives. So I guess with this episode coming out, please take caution when you're legend tripping or looking for things. Don't jump fences that literally say you could go to federal prison for doing so. Don't do things you wouldn't do in the norm. Please be safe, keep things legal, be careful. Nobody, if you got interested by this monster like me, we're going to safely look at this bridge and view it. Don't go out there being crazy. Please respect the lives lost out there by learning the lesson.
Take a buddy.
Yeah, take a buddy, somebody that will restrain you, not somebody who will incite your bad habits.
Yes. Railroad tracks, no matter if they look old or decrepit, are dangerous.
Yes. All railroad tracks.
And abandoned buildings.
A later day, we will discuss that.
I think even one of the most recent ones was a couple from Ohio
Mm-hmm.
that went down there to look at the sanitarium. Sanatorium.
Yeah.
Uh, there's a famous one down there. Do you remember what it is?
Where in Kentucky?
Yeah, Louisville.
I am unsure.
Editing Silver. Put the name of the sanatorium.
The Silver listening to this later.
Hello, this is Editing Silver here. The name of the sanatorium was actually the Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Louisville, Kentucky. That's all. Back to the episode. Yeah, they were there at visiting there, and they decided to go legend tripping looking for the Pope Lick monster because they heard about it. And they jumped the fence. They got a little bit across the bridge, and the train came around the corner. The trees block out a lot of the incoming sound from the train, so you have no clue when it's coming.
Creepy.
The boyfriend or fiance at the time uh,
Uh-huh.
held off on the side of the bridge because he was a martial artist. He was a martial artist, and he could
Uh-huh.
hang himself off the side. But his girlfriend, she tried
Uh-huh.
to run back, and she could not outrun the train.
Oh no.
So he had to sit
That's
there and hang
awful.
and watch it happen.
Oh my gosh.
And then later, he still got charged federally.
That's awful. That's awful. I could not imagine.
Hmm.
Y'all be safe.
Then there was another guy that tried to ride a four-wheeler or three-wheeler across it and
Oh,
flipped
not
and got
like this.
stuck.
Not like this.
A lot of the train conductors will not cross that bridge. They will try and pick a different way,
Mm-hmm.
or they just won't drive it.
Yeah.
That's all the stuff about the Pope Lick monster.
Do we have any media?
We do.
Oh.
So there's pretty much anything related to Goatman because that's what he looks like. But there's specifically a film, a 1988 film
Mm-hmm.
called The Legend of the Pope Lick Monster. It's only a 16-minute film or so, and it goes over the stuff about the Pope Lick Monster, and it shows a trestle bridge, but the trestle bridge used in the filming of this movie is a completely different bridge. It's not even the Pope Lick trestle bridge.
Oh my. I'm surprised there's even like media out there.
Before they could show the film, Norfolk's Railway
Mm-hmm.
made them do a announcement before they showed it about being on the tracks and such,
Mm.
about how dangerous it
That's
is,
smart of
and
them.
mhm. Said part of the movie, the teenager walking on the tracks was able to survive by hanging off the side of the bridge
Mm-hmm.
for 7 minutes, which is extremely difficult, and they advised against because trains vibrate the ground a lot.
Yeah, it'd be really hard to hang on. Anybody that's a fan of Lost Boys, those guys are vampires and have a hard time hanging on beneath a train. So just think about that.
I was gonna see if the movie was on YouTube or anything, but I never got around to it.
Editing Silver, please let us know if it is.
Well, this is the second time you've called in Editing Silver. But yes, The Legend of the Popelic Monster movie. It's only 16 minutes long, and it is on YouTube. So you can check it out there. Mayhem time.
Honestly, pretty low. I don't say that in disrespect to the lives lost, because obviously he's caused some mayhem. But I don't see him leaving that area. So, like, as long as we all avoid that area, I don't see the general mayhem, like, multiplying.
Yeah. If he stays in the Popelic area, it'd be pretty easy to avoid him. If he just goes and starts walking the tracks and does it around all tracks, it'd be worse.
I agree. Yeah, if he could travel between tracks, that'd be crazy. But I think with him sticking in that one area, we'd be okay.
Yeah. Just follow the rules like that are there now. Stay away from the tracks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think they were also going to put a statue up around the tracks so tourists can take a picture of it without actually having to go
Instead
near
of
the
having to
tracks.
yeah, that's a smart idea.
I think that's the last news I heard about it, though. I haven't heard if the statue is actually up or not.
We'll just have to find out.
School wise, do you think he'll fit in the school?
we, we could make him a bus driver. Oh, it's kind of like Halloween Town. Like, you might make it.
Yeah. He's a conductor of his own train.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's really nowhere else I'd put him, to be honest.
Get on the bus.
Maybe in
Hypnotizes you.
drama class. Maybe he could teach some circus things.
Yeah.
Some performing. He'd have to promise to behave, though.
Maybe there'll be a clique formed of all goatmen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We'll have the Goatman. We'll have the Popelic Monster. Maybe the Jersey Devil might be part of it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe some satyrs.
Yeah.
You never know. Is that it?
That's it.
What an interesting monster. My interest is piqued.
It's semi-local, semi-close, within
Mm-hmm.
4 hours,
Mm-hmm.
5 hours. Which to the UK folk probably sound like a long trip.
Mm-hmm. That's close for us. They can see other countries for that.
Yeah.
They can see other countries for less than that.
We technically can too.
Yeah, barely.
Gotta do some swimming.
Yeah.
Look at Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for listening. We'll do our patron shoutouts.
Mm-hmm.
Our patrons are Mondi, Mage, and Ruby. And Mondi, please quit licking the Pope.
Please don't do that. That man deserves better.
Any podcast news, Chaotic?
I do not have any news. We will be. When is this releasing? Is it this week or next week?
Next week.
Next week is, by the time you guys listen to this, I'll be about halfway through my tipathon. I have a concert coming up, not next week, but the week after. We'll be leaving on a Thursday, getting back on Sunday, just raising some extra funds to have some fun. I've not been able to like go on a vacation like this in a while, and the last one we tried to go on, the car broke down. So we're hoping to get there safely. We're going to a concert. It should be a lot of fun. I got a hotel where the kids are able to swim and have a blast. So I'm just hoping to do that. And that's really all I'm doing coming up. Got the haunted house coming up, haunted house season. So that'll be fun. Gonna have lots of cool makeup looks, lots of cool videos for you guys. But yeah, that's about it.
Okay then. Chaotic with the outro.
Do do do. Thank you for listening to the Monsters, Myths, and Mayhem podcast. Silver and Chaotic take you into the depth of the lore and discuss how these legends could affect modern-day society. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or almost any podcast service easiest to you. Dive into the depths of chaos with us every Wednesday, bar Silver and Chaotic not missing their scheduling, and consider joining the podcast Discord or Twitter following even more insider looks and even some D&D sessions. If you'd like some extra special inside looks or even want to be a guest on the show, consider helping us via Patreon. Your help makes such a big difference to us both. Until next time, Mythics, you never know what kind of mayhem we might get into.